Packed clubs, bars, and restaurants that we saw over the weekend. And we begin with CBS 46's Ashley Thompson. Ashley.
Rick, police admit it was a wild weekend, but they are not ready to blame the All-Star game for it just yet. They are now investigating who was involved in these crimes, whether they lived here in Atlanta or if they were from out of state. But police say this trend, this uptick in shootings, happened well before this weekend.
Next Saturday, someone like shot it out.
Jenny Gang, what it do? It's your girl Jenny Gang, and I'm back for another Jenny Gang production. So what I need y'all to do, ladies and gentlemen, is hit the like button. A lot of y'all are starting to tune in to the little stories, but y'all are not hitting the like button, and I need y'all to do that for me so that other people can enjoy the content as well. Thanks for the ones who already hit the like button. Thanks for the ones who are already subscribed. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and become a part of the notification Jenny Gang. So this video is going to be about the infamous city of Atlanta, Georgia. Now, as most of you know, that is a stomping ground for me as far as places that I work sometimes. Don't live there, never wanted to, just wanted to simply get the bag, come back home, because I'm comfortable in my little city of Greenville. We be doing some dumb stuff too, but we are nowhere near as busy or as scary as Atlanta. And right now, while I'm out on recovery, it seems like, if I didn't know any better, I would say the violence has kicked up. As a matter of fact, the news article that I'm taking my information, or not article, the YouTube video, which was a news clipping of where I'm taking my information from, they actually said that there's been a spike in crime. A lot of people think that this past weekend, where All-Star was going on, that spiked the crime. No, y'all been showing y'all behinds all year. As a matter of fact, you guys are not just shooting up the clubs. You're not just shooting up the malls. You are shooting people on the freeway. I mean, how much more demonic can you get than that? Let me give y'all a little bit of this information, and I will play a piece of the news clip for you guys, either in the intro or in this video. So, 2 men shot. This is a little bit before All-Star, guys, and during All-Star. 2 men shot up in an apartment building multiple times in downtown Atlanta, found at 9 a.m. Like I said, this is a few days before All-Star. So people may think like, oh, it's only violence in the hood, or it's the ones that don't blah, 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 blah. No, if these guys are living in downtown Atlanta, 9 times out of 10, they're not broke. It's very expensive and overpriced. Anytime you stay downtown, it's expensive, but downtown Atlanta, triple expensive. Don't know the details. Might have been someone else's apartment, but that wasn't a hood shooting at all. That wasn't a poverty killing, just senseless. Now this was this past Sunday at 2 a.m. Police found a car on fire in Northwest Atlanta with a man on the inside. Oh, excuse me. The man on the inside, and he was dead. Get more specific here, on Oak Street in Atlanta. I'm not sure if there's many of those or if that's an isolated street, but one man injured. They found one man injured and the other one dead. Violence on violence on violence. The Racetrack gas station. Now this one's very specific. A Racetrack gas station on Piedmont and John Wesley died. There was a shooting there. Now that one is not clear as to say if the person died or not, but it really doesn't matter. Over this little bitty time span, that's 12 shootings. And as you can see, everybody didn't make it through the shootings. So that brings me to my next, or the main topic of this video. I guess the second main topic. The first main topic is, how the city is just such a gift and a curse. Like, so much money to be made down there, so much opportunity to be taken down there. But all the violence and all that stuff make you have to question, like, dang, do I risk getting the bag or do I just not? Like, you really just never know. That's why you gotta stay prayed up. I'm not about to get religious or nothing like that on y'all, but I do stay prayed up. Has nothing to do with, all the evil things that go on in this day and time. That's just how I was raised. Like, yeah, I'm a dancer, blah, 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 but I still have my roots. My mom goes to church every Sunday, and up until a few years ago, she still made me go to church every Sunday, and I'm an adult with a child. Just giving y'all a little background. So, yes, never heard of the artist before, but his name is Chucky Trill. Government name, Corey. Y'all know these names be getting me. Corey Detchiach. I know I butchered that, y'all, but y'all know nobody really calls us by our government names anymore anyway because of social media. So let's call him Chucky Trill. Now, Chucky Trill is a Houston rapper who came into the city of Atlanta to perform. He was booked to perform for All-Star Weekend. I know he must have been excited. I did not follow him. Actually, I didn't even know the artist. I'd never heard of any of his music, but that doesn't matter. He had a fan base and was on his way up. But I seen that he posted a few clips from the plane when he was landing into Atlanta. Like I said, just full of excitement. He ain't coming down here to go back home in no bag. He came down here to go back home with a bag. But y'all little evil gremlins just couldn't let that ride. So what have we learned so far out of all the shootings that are happening, especially in Atlanta, but not just there, other places? When you're kind of known, and not just when you're known, you getting money, you're getting popular, and you got street dealings, it is best not to post where you're at on social media while you're there. You just can't do it. Sorry. I know it's very, makes you feel like, dang, I can't flex, I can't flaunt, I can't have a good time. But unfortunately, that's just not where the world is at right now. Me as a dancer, like, yeah, if you ever see me post my location, I'm not there right now. I took the picture or the video there, and I'll make sure I'm way away, and then I say it, because y'all know I ain't got no street dealings, but I do have stalkers, and I don't need them to be able to pull up on me where I'm at. So this is rule number one, rappers, singers, entertainers, actresses. Stop posting where you're at on social media when you still got street dealings. Or if you know, maybe you don't have street dealings, but you just got people that are just, they mad hating on you. I heard that NBA YoungBoy, a few other artists would not even, initially they agreed to perform in Atlanta All-Star Weekend, but then they decided to not perform. That's not a coincidence, y'all. They was like, nah, it's too much evil mess going on down there. Too many people at one time. Like, it was just nothing but a mousetrap, pretty much. So, like I said, that bag had to be left on the table, and I do not blame them, especially with all the mess that he be doing to people. But yes, so Chucky Trill was at a Erica Banks show. I never heard of Erica Banks, but she must be someone who's on as well. But I think he went live there. And so what I think I heard happen, don't quote me on this, is that he posted live on there, and another YouTuber made another good point. Don't ever wait till the club is over to leave when you're so popular. He waited till everything was over to leave. So that means what probably happened was whoever was wanting to hurt him seen, okay, he had the Erica Banks a concert. Let's go see, you know what I'm saying? We could see when he leaves, blah. He might have been in a fancy car. I don't know. but they waited till he got on the highway. Jimmy Carter Boulevard is where he was killed. That's a very popular place on the highway, particularly for me, because I think that's the highway that's the exit that Papados is on. But I mean, it's a very innocent stretch of highway to me. That part of the highway it's happy. There's so much things to do on that exit. So they obviously probably followed him from the Erica Banks concert, and it was like, now was the time. But guess what? If he hadn't posted that he was at the Erica Banks concert, they would have just had to figure it out by word of mouth. Like, oh yeah, Chucky was at the, by that time, he probably would have been gone to another club or at his room. He was there to perform the next day. So, who knows where he was going. He might have been going to get some rest somewhere where nobody would have known where he was. But that was just not, it just wasn't smart, y'all. Actually, this was ironic too. He was a little bit older of a rapper, which I'm happy about that, because people keep putting an age stamp on things like, oh, you're this age, you can't do this. You're this age, you can't do this. You can't tell nobody what they can do to get a bag at what age they getting it, as long as they're getting it. But anyway, his dad was speaking very highly of him. His dad is actually a rapper back in the 90s with some group. I thought that was kind of ironic. But in case anyone wanted to go look at his page, it is Chucky Trill Official. That's ChuckTrll Official. Chucky Trill Official. Like I said earlier, I never actually heard of his music, but when I did Google him to find out more information, see how he looked, etc., one of the first songs I seen on the list was "The Streets Don't Love a Soul." A lot of times we be having the knowledge, y'all, we just don't apply it. So this makes me feel like he knew the rules. You know what I'm saying? He knew the street code. And the street code, you just can't go loud where you at. You just can't tell nobody jack. So let me know what y'all think. The person I dance with sometimes when I'm in Atlanta, she actually does live there. And she, when I text her the article that I got this from or whatever, she's like, I don't know what is wrong with Atlanta. She's like, it's getting more and more violent. As a matter of fact, this wasn't in the video that I was watching, but let me see. She said that this was like a little bit ago, a few weeks ago, but someone was driving a Ghost or a Phantom, one of those big, nice, expensive cars, 3 blocks away from her place. And someone drove up on him, and goons jumped out, shot him dead, and took his car. Atlanta, y'all not hurting like that. Y'all not. I mean, they literally give away cars, houses, anything in Atlanta. Y'all in Florida run neck and neck with the scamming. Like, before you commit murder, there's so many things you can do to get whatever piece of property that you want. I was so shocked and appalled when I came out of the club a few months ago that y'all had busted my window. I do have a nice car, but it's not the type of cars y'all drive in Atlanta. My car should be on Corolla status there, but from my understanding, it doesn't matter. Y'all don't discriminate. But my thing was, what was you even looking for? It's like when y'all do y'all crime, y'all don't even do it smart. Like, did you see something? Did you see a paper cup or something in my cup holder that you thought maybe be worth some value? Or the spare tire that I have in the trunk that doesn't even fit on my car? I don't know, but you just busted my window, cost me $300 for no reason. But like I said, like, share, and comment. Let me know what y'all think is going on. I really want to know y'all's opinion on this because, like I said, I'm having to figure out, do I got to get me a bulletproof dance outfit made just to go work there? Do I not work there at all when I return from recovery? I was supposed to return to work this past weekend, but I'm still so tight and then still have so much fluid in the surgery area that I can't really be seen like that. So, but I am going back this week or next week. So I just need to figure out what to do, how to move, and just make it back home to my daughter. But let me know what y'all think. Pray for the city. If you're an entertainer, you popular, you got haters and goons, whatever, just be a little bit more smart and more careful. I will see y'all on the next video, gang. We're going to talk about this crazy fool from, I think from the UK. But he was just downright evil. Peace.